Okay, so this video we're going to be talking about ab work, right? So if you've got a really bad back, disc issues or anything like that, you've got to be very careful with your abs. And so you've got to build up to be able to do more and more sort of stuff. And so a lot of the time you've got to start as an amateur, and it sucks to get to an area where then you can really do heaps more exercises. A lot of fun. Now, I'm going to talk about some beginning of some ab work when you've got a bad back. So we'll start with, you're lying on your back, straight leg or bent leg. You put your hand under it and it should have a curve. And I want you to start by pushing your spine right and your stomach into the floor, into your hand. And you hold that for a minute. And then you relax, and you do it a few times every day, every session, maybe morning and night. Just getting the abs switching on. And when that, you maybe do that for a week, and then you push down, switch on, and you slowly leave the leg up to here, and you hold for 30 seconds, and then you lean and put it back. And you do the same with this one, and hold, and then you put it back. And you do that for a week. And then you push back, and then you start adding, you add more and more. You can add both up. And you've got to keep this tense, you hold that. And then if you want, you can start doing a cycle move, right? But you've got to build up to that one. Now, the next is one of my favorites. So imagine that this cord is either cables, like at the gym, or they are the stretchy bands, like the physio bands. Just want to hold that. So what you do is you tie it somewhere, or you get onto a machine, and you side onto it, and you hold it out here with both arms, right? It should be nice and tight. Now, not too heavy at the start, and you twist like this. Right, and you do 12, then you turn, and then you twist. Now, the cool thing about this is working your abs, but it's also getting some mobility into your lower back. Start light, obviously, and you do it often. Now, I would add that after doing it, and you feel comfortable with that, you start adding that. And then that should build up. And then a really good one to do more side is to do it from high to low. And then obviously high to low. And that will really strengthen the side. The abdominis transverse, or the transverse abdominis, is really important for the spine as well, and for the core. Now, when you start to get really, and you're feeling pretty good with all that, there's a thing called a wheel. So there's a wheel with two handles on it, and you get down and you can drag it out, and then you drag back in with the wheel, up and out. And that is unreal for the abs, and it will be so good for your back as well. And it doesn't cause too much back pain. Now, then after you feel you're getting a bit more advanced over some months, then you can add in just some simple crunches, right? Don't go too high, you don't need to. You just tense and lift up. See how I'm not really doing this? It's just straight up, lifting the shoulders off the table, right? And then I always like to add these in. And sometimes you can add these in too if you want, right? And that's really it for the abs. You start doing that stuff, or you can hold on to a bar at the top and lift your legs up, right? Or both legs or one leg, and you can do sideways. Remember, always to do some side stuff. Strong abs, strong bum, like in the other video, and the hips and glutes will really help your back. It's essential. Without doing this stuff and movement, you're not going to get the blood into the discs. That's going to help with healing and strengthening that area and helping you recover through back pain and getting you out of back pain, but also really helping you maintain a good, healthy back. Now, some flexibility work with the lower back is you can start with just doing this, left and right. And that can help with the lower back. And probably this is, and then depends on how bad the back is, you can lift it. And you hold. Or you can do one side and the other. But I like both is pretty good. Or you do a thing called a prayer pose, where you lie down, or you sit down, and you do this to stretch out the back and the shoulders, or you can relax
like this.
Don't do too much twisting action. It's best to twist with some resistance slowly for the back. That's pretty much it for this one. Enjoy.